All right, and a good Sunday to you. Welcome to another episode of JD's Deep Cut Sunday Tracks. Again, where we're going to talk a little bit about unknown, obscure bands from the late '60s and '70s. Right now, the theme I have going here is a psychedelic rock, progressive jazz, psychedelic rock. I think that's some of my favorite type of music. Lately I've been just delving into different albums and stuff. Great stuff out there, great stuff. Just do your crate digging. You can come across some good stuff. Today we're going to showcase a band that came out a little bit of the late 60s, 1967. I think their height, they peaked in 68, 69. Had about a 5-6 year run. They got back together in the late 70s, but it wasn't the same anymore. And then in the 80s and 90s, again as well. But I think the height of their rock career was late 60s, early 70s. Okay, Spirit. Okay, Spirit is the band I'm talking about. I have about 3 of their albums. I'm gonna showcase one of their albums, their mid albums. This one here. Spirit, it had one of their big I guess one of their more known songs, The Family That Plays Together. Okay, leader of this band, Randy California. Okay, the main 2 guys were Jay Ferguson and Randy, but Randy was I think the mastermind behind this, guitar player, backing vocals. This is a great album. Okay. The big song here was I Got a Line on You, Babe. Great song. A lot of you are gonna hear this song and you might recognize it. They weren't a big chart topper band. They did chart a little bit, but kind of got on the wayside there. Didn't hear much of them. Like I said, their incarnations, they had some member changes and stuff. There's Randy there. May he rest in peace. He passed on a few years ago. Okay, but yeah, I love the cover of this album. This is on Sunset Boulevard. It was taken in Hollywood. $6 for a motel room, $6 a night. How about that, huh? But yeah, this is a great cover here. Okay, The Family That Plays Together. Okay, I love how they say featuring a song. I guess when they marketed the album, they already knew what song was going to get launched. Okay, but yeah, this album's really good. The whole album, again, it's in the psychedelic rock, progressive there. Great guitar work by Randy there, Randy California. I believe his name was Craig. That was just his stage name, Randy California. Again, showcasing California. All the bands wanted to be known that they were out of California. That's where a lot of this rock was born. The psychedelic, of course, we all know. Although the 13th floor elevators might have something to say about that. Okay, Austin, Texas band. We'll talk about them on a later episode. Another great one. But yeah, San Francisco was the mecca during this time. LA, of course, LA had, I believe, I feel LA had more of the pop rock sensibilities. You had the Mamas and the Papas coming out of there. You had a lot of the folk, Laurel Canyon, the folk singers, Joni Mitchell, Buffalo Springfield was coming out of there. All these were the big bands. The psychedelic movement, I think, was more out of San Francisco, although Spirit was from LA. But they were kind of, on the outskirts of the whole pop mecca. That's just my research, my reading. But yeah, that's what I noticed. More. You had all the record labels in LA and Hollywood, so they're trying to pump as much chart toppers. You got Sonny and Cher was coming out of there. But yeah, a lot of the managers back then just saw their artists as a product, and they needed to move it, market it, sell it, just to get it in the highest charting position they could, and mind you, they're great music, great music. I think the Doors were a good example of that. The Doors, were very psychedelic, but I think they kind of, management and label kind of pushed them more into the pop. You got to get up there, you got to chart, you got to make songs, happy songs, this and that. But I think their idea was more in the psychedelic realm. Great band, don't get me wrong. But yeah, a lot of the Laurel Canyon artists, also, doing the folk. Folk was big back then coming up, but San Francisco was where all these psychedelic bands were coming out of. Jefferson Airplane, of course, we all know. Janis Joplin moved up there. But Spirit, I think Spirit was kind of doing their own thing. This was a very upbeat song. I Got a Line on You. But then the rest of the album, very psychedelic. A lot of that, organ sound, effects on the vocals, just psychedelic. They have 3 great albums, in my opinion. The 12 Dreams of Dr. Sardonicus, that's a great album. That's total underground psychedelic. This one, most of it is as well. And then Clear is a good album too, by Spirit. But check out Spirit, they're great. A great gem that I came across a few years back. But yeah, you'd be surprised. Like I said, they did do some stuff in the 80s, late 70s, they got back. It just wasn't the same anymore, though. You can hear it in the sound. Not bad, but I think their strength was 67 to 72. That's where they just pumped out all those 3 albums. Just a great psychedelic sounds. This is great psychedelic music. Okay, so check it out. Yeah, this is a first pressing. I got this in a batch of 3 with some other psychedelic albums. But yeah, I got 3 of the Spirits. Okay, this is on the original Epic Orange label there. Okay, very thick record. Very thick record. Sounds great too. Okay, yeah, sounds great. But yeah, again, I love this cover. It's just a classic cover there. Hollywood Sunset Boulevard Hotel there. Okay, so check it out. Check out Randy California's Spirit. Okay. I hope you're having a good Sunday. Again, like and subscribe if you can. Hope you like the videos there, the channel, trying my best there to get some good stuff out there. Check out the other videos. All right, so hope you're staying safe. Have a good Sunday and enjoy the weather and your vinyl spinning.